Hey, Jacob Glannon here. I'm in Oskaloosa at the Oskaloosa City Band stand, and today I'm with Bruce Pfeiffer, the director of the Oskaloosa City Band. So Bruce, what can you tell me about the band?
Well, first of all, you're talking about my favorite subject, City Band. I really enjoy directing the City Band because all my career I've been teaching young people, and you're teaching little things like fingerings and this and that. When we come together with the City Band, you're talking about working with professionals, and they have a strong desire to be here and perform, and we all kind of have the same feeling of we want to produce a performance that everybody out here in the park wants to come one time and then come the next time and then bring their friends and then and their neighbors, and so we're all about really entertaining the crowd every Thursday night during the summer, and just enjoying each other's company and making music together.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
It is fun.
So how long has the City Band been around?
So it started in 1864, and actually this is our 160th year since it started. So sort of a monumental time. That's not like 100th or 150 maybe, but it's something to, to mention. And we'll do a few extra things this summer to highlight the fact that we've been around for 160 years.
So there's been a band every summer here for 160 years.
Right.
That's amazing.
It is amazing, and to me the most amazing thing is that every summer the bandstand's full of people that want to play. We actually have a waiting list, it's like a sub list, of people that somebody goes on vacation, there's one or two or three other people ready to come in line and perform with the band. That's how popular it is, so that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it is. So has the bandstand been here this entire time, these 160 years?
Well, don't quote me on this, but I believe this bandstand, this one behind us, was built in 1912, I believe, right in that era. So before that, I think it was a wooden structure. So I don't remember all those kinds of details. I'm more about producing music for Thursday night, and I don't remember the history as well as others would. But that's not necessarily my role. So, and it's just such a pleasure. There's 50 members on a regular basis that play up there, and any more than that, we're packed like sardines. But that does happen once in a while, especially if somebody might, like a City Band alum might be coming into town, and they say, "Hey, Bruce, I'm going to be there on Thursday night. Can I bring my horn and sit in?" And I'm like, absolutely, because that feeling of coming back and enjoying this park and the people and that feel of a Thursday night concert, it doesn't leave you. So when they have an opportunity to let somebody come back in and get that feeling again, I always like to do that. So.
Yeah. So let's talk about the shows, I guess is that what you would call them. So how many are there this summer?
Usually 10. Once in a while we'll have 11. This summer we start June 6th and we go to August 8th. We also do Memorial Day morning with the Legion and the VFW. And if anybody is available on Monday morning, Memorial Day, we will start playing approximately 9:30, and the ceremony starts at 10 o'clock with the Legion and such. It's a beautiful ceremony, and if you have a day like today, it's just gorgeous. And well worth coming and being a part of that ceremony. So then that's our kind of a warm-up sort of concert, and then we start June 6th, and then so we'll go each Thursday, and we start at 8 o'clock. We always do a little warm-up piece beforehand, maybe 10 till, 5 till, and usually that's it's a chorale, maybe a church hymn, and I know a lot of people actually look forward to that and ask me, "What hymn are you playing this week?" And I'm going, "Hymn? Oh, the warm-up, okay, yeah." So yeah, little things like that, they enjoy that, and which extends the concert a little bit. So
every Thursday, starting, is it June
6th this year, yeah.
Okay, and then ending in
August 8th, okay. Yeah.
So a whole summer of Thursday night.
We could have started in May and ended August 1st, but we thought the people really think about the band members. Well, what would the people like? Well, I'm pretty sure they would like to see it extend into the 8th of August, and then after that, college kids go back to college. Families get busy with school starting up, and so it's a reasonable date to close out. But it's always a very sad night too. It's a happy but a sad night towards the end. It's tough because we just want to do it all year long if we could. And I think the people out here want us to do it all year long too. But you know, seasonal keeps it fresh.
Sure. So regarding the shows, are there any that are kind of special? I wouldn't say like a theme, but maybe they're a little bit different than the others.
Everyone, we never want a dud. We want every performance to be the best that anybody ever remembers. However, July 4th, you know, around that time, and this year happens to be Thursday night, July 4th. That'll be our patriotic concert, and that's very special. And we ask the veterans to come up and current military men and women to come up, and we kind of highlight them as we're playing their. It's called the Armed Forces Medley, and it has the song of each branch of the armed services. And when we play that song, that branch, say it's the Marines will maybe march up from this way, and the Army might march up from the other way, and then they convene around the bandstand and then basically just march around the bandstand. And anybody in the audience is welcome to join them if they're a veteran or in the military currently. So that's a very special night, and different groups, different groups have handed out little flags for the kids, and it's just it's a little bit bigger crowd usually because, well, it's a holiday, so people are off and they're around. So that's a biggie. And then Sweet Corn Serenade, that's usually the end of July, and that'll be thousands up here that night. So that's a pretty special night too. So we've had a lot of fun with those kinds of things. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was at the 4th of July one last year.
Okay.
And it was pretty special to be there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the music. What kinds of music do you like to play?
So we try to do a lot of the traditional type pieces that you would expect a city band to perform. Carl King marches, John Philip Sousa marches, and even maybe a contemporary march. We like to do a more of a concert band type overture to we want to do a well-rounded concert, so we do a little bit of overture, marches, Disney movie themes. We've even incorporated a little rock and roll towards the end of the night. And the thing I found recently is you can do a concert band piece of a contemporary song, but if you find the marching arrangement, it's got just a little more vibrance to it. So we've been putting those in, kind of sneaking those in towards the end of the night, but we get a lot of compliments on it. So I guess when you think about the demographics of the crowd, you know, things change. So a lot of the people that are here grew up in the 50s and 60s, so that music touches them, you know. So I mean, even doing some 70s and stuff. So but we kind of save that towards the end of the night. And then we'll feature a vocalist, a guest vocalist once in a while. Allison McGuire is a regular. Before her, it was Andrea Dursky, and she sang for many, many years. And Allison has kind of taken over that role, and she helps us at Memorial Day as well. And then we smatter in a few other soloists as they may be visiting, or you know, or I'm told about them, and I go, hey, I heard you were a good singer, so you know, we invite them up. I'm hoping to have a guest this summer that is a classmate of mine, but I don't know if it's going to work out because she's pretty busy, but she is in Iowa. And she's an opera singer. She lives in Salzburg, Austria, and sings all over the world. So it's Catherine Goldner, if you want to put that in as a plug. So grew up in Sigourney like I did, classmate, and we played in band together and all that. So we're hoping that she can come up and sing a couple of pieces with us, but we'll have to see how the schedule works out.
Yeah. So the band members, kind of a large demographic between the ages. So are there like high schoolers that are in the band?
High schoolers, we have sort of made a ruling that you need to be 16, at least 16. Yeah. And so I would say we probably will have somebody that will be 16 this year and somebody that will be 84 this year, and every age in between. And so it's really comes down to, number one, can they play well? Because you have to play well to be in this band. Number two, their desire. And three, that they want to be a part of this and commit to it, you know, because it is a commitment.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people realize how much commitment that is, because you just don't pick up a horn after 9 months from the last summer and everything just goes. So a lot of them play in the Penn Community Band, which is a real godsend because those people keep their abilities up throughout the year. So, and not everybody can do that, but there's a fair amount of teachers as well. So they're playing all year long, and then they come in and play in the summertime, that too. So, but it's just like any muscle, you've got to keep it up. You can't let it go or you're going to weaken. So, yeah, it's a heck of a commitment that these people put into this band.
Yeah. Are a lot of the band members from here in Oskaloosa, or like the regular ones, I should say?
Most of them are from here in Oskaloosa. Some drive from Sigourney, some are from Eddyville, some from New Sharon. Once in a while, we'll have somebody that used to play, and they'll come from Des Moines. If I need people, I'm reaching from all over if I have to. Most of the time, I've got a sub list of people close by, but if I call somebody, they're always happy to come down because the atmosphere is so terrific. So,
okay. So I've noticed that there are a lot of like vendors and local businesses are really benefiting from this. So, what kind of an impact does the band have on the city?
Well, I think probably more than anybody would realize, because a lot of these people will go out to eat before they come here, and so that helps the economy out. Snow Biz, which is owned by Mahaska Drug, Jane Nicholson, they bring their trailer up and they're serving crushed ice, snow cones, ice cream, things like that. And I think they've even extended beyond that a little bit. We started Pie by the Slice a couple years ago, and that's mostly driven by student councils here in the area, some church groups and things like that. I think that's been a real asset. So it's a nice fundraiser for some of those groups like that. There's several things that are given away. True Bank brings the popcorn up, and that's given away free. Hawkeye Real Estate over on the corner give free lemonade away and iced tea. And the Presbyterian Church gives bottled water away. Hope I'm not leaving anybody out, but there'll be other groups come in every so often and they want to sell something. So it's all about making the evening better. Oh, and I cannot forget, every night that we finish out, we started some years ago doing the old Lawrence Welk theme. It's called Good Night. And if you watched that show on Saturday night, which many of us did, they would have bubbles going, and that song would be going, and they would be dancing and singing Good Night. And so we decided we would do that same thing. So Oskaloosa Vision Center with Daniel Foster and Molly Walker sponsored the bubbles, and they've really gotten into it. And so they've got bubble machines, and if you come up for the concert, you'll enjoy how that happens. The bubbles, the kids come up, they march around the square, or the bandstand. Oh, and then the Vision Center also gives the kids little single bubble blower thingies. And they march around and blow those as well. So all these different people to make this just a wonderful family event.
Okay. Well, I think that pretty much covers it. So if you got nothing to do on Thursday nights this summer, come down to Oskaloosa, see the band play.
Please do, you won't regret it.
All right, we'll see you next time.